Hi, I'm Renee and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello, how are you? Welcome to my channel. If you are returning subscriber, hey girl, welcome back. This video is gonna be a little mommy video because I told you all, if you've watched like one of my previous videos, I let you all know that I'm gonna be doing a little bit of mommy content. So this video is kind of like a mommy content video, but nevertheless, anybody can watch it because I don't know, people who aren't even pregnant or don't even have children were like, yeah, you should do that video. So this video is what I packed in my hospital bag, what I used versus what I didn't use versus what I wish I would have brought. So obviously I am not pregnant anymore. So usually people do this video like before they go to the hospital, but my birth story was very rapid. It was very let's go. So I wasn't, thankfully I packed my bag the night before, but I wasn't able to make a video before I did go to the hospital. So it was just all over the place. But nevertheless, here we are. I am 3 months postpartum. Baby girl is 3 months. So like I said, this is kind of late, but who cares? I'm still gonna do it. So here we go. So I do have my phone with like the list of items that I took and whether I use them or not so that I could stay on track and stay focused. First things first, I did take a suitcase. I packed both of our items in a suitcase. It was kind of like a medium-sized suitcase. People were looking at me like I was crazy because they was like, girl, you are not going to the airport. You're not traveling. But nevertheless, I'd rather pack more or overpack and be prepared than not to pack enough, even though it is a hospital and they do give you a lot of things, which we'll get into. But I did do a suitcase, and in my suitcase, I made sure that everything was separated in these bags, especially baby girl's items. So you can get these off of Amazon. They're just little packing bags. They're also good for like traveling, but they come in different sizes. So this one, is like the bigger size. Then this is like the next size, and then once you keep opening it up, it's like more sizes, like more little ones in there. They did have like a dirty clothes like laundry bag that came with it, so I like put our dirty stuff in there. They were just really convenient to stay organized. When we were at the hospital, like I knew where everything was. Everything had its place. Everything was in a bag. I didn't have to go scrambling and searching for things. So these definitely, like, I personally would suggest that if you are going to the hospital and trying to stay organized, I absolutely suggest these. And you can always reuse them. You can always use them when you're going on a trip or something like that. But they were perfect for me. I absolutely love them. So the next thing I packed 2 nightgowns. So I did get these nightgowns from Target. I'll like put a picture up here because these probably no justice if I hold this up. But they're like long sleeve, button up in the front. Like they have buttons in the front because I wanted to, I was trying to breastfeed when I was at the hospital. So I wanted something that was like easy access that I can like open. And I also wanted it to be kind of like a dress because, you know, you just gave a baby, they come in, they like push on your stomach, they're checking a lot of things. So I'd rather not have on pants. I'd rather have like a nightgown dress and then long sleeve because obviously it's cold in the hospital. So it needed to be long sleeve. But girl, you might get hot. We'll talk about that later. Yeah, so it's long sleeve, really lightweight. I got 2 of them from Target. I did get black because this might be TMI, but if you gave birth, you know there's a lot of blood involved. So I did get black, and then I also got like cheetah print, which thankfully nothing went wrong, but I got cheetah print and I got black. And to be honest, you guys, this is all I wore while I was there. Like that, I I stayed for 2 days. Actually, I was there 3 days, 2 nights. So I wore those the whole time. Those are the only two kind of like things that I packed like that, and they were really convenient. So next thing is charger. This is all tangled up, but this is like a 10-foot charger, because when you're in the hospital room, you don't know where the outlets may be, and you know, you may want your phone next to you. I personally, the first 24 hours did not care where my phone was because I was in so much pain, but it did come in handy later in the other days. I needed a charger, so make sure you have a 10-foot charger, a very long charger that you can take with you. Next, I brought this bad baby. So this is a fan. It's usually used on like strollers. Like I bought it for her stroller, but I ended up taking it to the hospital because, oh my gosh, you guys, when I was in labor, I was burning hot. Like I was so hot. So what I ended up doing is I ended up taking this and like wrapping it on the side of my bed and then just turning the fan on. Now granted, it didn't give me a lot of air, but it served its purpose. So I would say get yourself a mini fan. Even if you're not a person who gets hot, because before I got pregnant, I was a person who was always cold. So you know your body. If your pregnancy, you've been hot, I'm telling you, get you one of these little portable fans, hook it to the side of your bed, turn it on, and just let it be there. So this is a must for me. A must, this fan. So don't forget a fan. Next, let's go with the outfit that I got to go home. So don't forget your going home outfit, because the whole time, you, like I said, you might be in those little dresses, but don't forget that you need an outfit to go home in. So what I did was I ordered, y'all know I'm extra, this little shirt. So I ordered a little mama shirt. I just wore this with like black leggings and some gym shoes. So I was just maybe doing something cute. Obviously, you don't have to do that much, but just make sure you do have a going home outfit. I personally would suggest black leggings and like some type of t-shirt. But I would suggest black leggings just because, like I said, there's a lot of blood involved, and you just want to make sure you're not seeping through or anything like that. So I would suggest black leggings and like a little t-shirt. But the little mama t-shirt, it was so cute. You just became a mom, so why not have that type of t-shirt, right? So I did bring that to come home. Next, we're going to talk about kind of like, not postpartum, but like after you have birth, things that you could bring, or that I did bring. Some of it I didn't use though. So a lot of people tell you to bring Depends. So I went to the store and I did buy Depends, but you guys, I did not use them. I didn't use them. The hospital provided me with like disposable underwear almost, and oh my god, I wish I still had a pair, but I've used them all. Obviously, if I still had some, y'all need to have a talk with me, because why am I still wearing those? But anyway, the hospital did provide those. Like they provide a limited supply, and they sent me home with some. So they were kind of like, if I could find a picture of them, I'll like definitely post them. But they were basically like Depends, but they were so much looser and so much more comfortable than the ones that I got from the store. So you can decide to spend your money if you want to and pack Depends. I did not use mine. I used the ones from the hospital, as well as the jumbo pads. Like, so for my baby shower, I requested to get a Frida box. If you're a new coming mom, you should know Frida. It's a company that is used. It has a lot of different things for like postpartum and for like babies and all of that. So I did get one of those boxes, and in those boxes, sorry, I'm reading off on my phone. In those boxes, it did have jumbo pads, like ice packs. It had like the squeezy bottle that you would use. It had all of that, and I took all of that with me. And you guys, I didn't use not one thing out of that box. I brought that box home, and to be honest, the stuff that I used in that box is still upstairs. So I didn't use anything like that. They provided me with disposable underwear. They provided me with pads. I still have like some of the pads that they had, and they also give you like these gigantic ones. I did not use these, but I still have some of these. They did give me one of these. Now the one that comes with the Frida package, it looks a little different, and a lot of people said it was easier to use. For those that are watching and you're not a mom or you didn't give birth, this is like gonna be TMI, but I feel like it's something that we have to talk about. So anyway, I'm gonna go into it. After you have a baby, you cannot wipe, especially if you have stitches, which I had stitches. So you cannot wipe, okay? So in order to kind of cleanse yourself down there after you use the bathroom, you need to fill this up with warm water and squeeze it down to kind of, relieve yourself and, add some soothing to it and clean yourself. And then you take a paper towel and or tissue, and then you dab. So this one worked well for me. Like I said, the Frida one, a lot of people, I'll post a picture of it up here. They said it was a lot easier to use when I watched other videos. So maybe it is. I was fine with this one from the hospital. They also provided me with witch hazel pads. These right here. Let me tell y'all. And they provided me with ice packs, because the Frida thing had ice packs in it as well. But like I said, I didn't use anything from there. The concoction that they made at the hospital, so it was they used a diaper. I can't even remember how they made it, but they somehow used a diaper, and they put the crushed ice in the diaper, and then I will put the witch hazel pads on top of that, and then put it in. Girl, it was just very soothing, to say the least. It definitely helped, especially the fact that I had stitches. So nevertheless, the hospital got your back. Well, my hospital had my back. So maybe you should ask your hospital, what do you guys provide, so that you know. But if they don't provide it, make sure you get witch hazel pads. Make sure you get the pins. Make sure you get a little squeezy bottle. And make sure you do take oversized pads or something. I mean, I guess it's best to just have it in your bag just in case they don't have it. But when I tell y'all, that freaking ice pack that they made me, phenomenal. Tell them to make you one. Okay, so we got all that out the way. And then I also did, as far as undergarments, I also did bring I don't want to say granny panties, but I bought granny panties. I did not end up wearing those because, like I said, I wore the disposable underwear that the hospital gave me the whole time. And then I did bring a nursing bra. So it was a nursing sports bra. I can link it or put a picture of it up here. It was just easy access. All I had to do, it was layered like this, and I just pull over for baby girl. So I did bring those as far as undergarments. The next thing that I'm going to tell you guys about is a speaker. Make sure you bring a speaker, especially if you love to listen to music and it calms you. And even before I had her, I made a playlist. So I would recommend that. Put a couple of songs that are your favorite, or songs that, take you to another world, songs that make you feel good, songs that make you happy, songs that make you smile. I really recommend making yourself a playlist. I made the playlist on Spotify. I can even link mine down below. And I had my speaker, and as I was laboring, I did play my music to keep me calm and keep me in a good space and a good mindset. So definitely bring a speaker. Next, I brought slippers. So I brought these kind of slip-in slippers because you don't want to be walking on the floor. It's a hospital. So make sure you bring your slippers, whatever type you have. No recommendation of what types to get. So don't forget slippers. I did also bring footies, but I did not use them because I either have my slippers on most of the time, or obviously at a hospital, they gave me hospital socks. So I'll wear those, or I would wear my slippers. And also another thing that you should bring is shower shoes. Don't forget shower shoes. I did get a chance to shower a couple of times while I was there. And also, if you're not getting the epidural, you have the option to labor in the shower. So you don't want to forget your shower shoes. I just took some flip-flops. You guys can go to Old Navy, get dollar flip-flops. Make sure you bring your shower shoes. Bring your shower shoes. And then that leads me into Toiletries, I mean, this should be obvious. Like, if you've ever been on a trip, you know what type of toiletries to bring. Bring your own towels for the shower. So you guys are going to need towels. Make sure you bring a big towel, face towel, body wash towel. Don't forget your towels. Body wash. Now, for the body wash and the lotion that I got, I did make sure that it was sensitive skin. Okay, because when you're having a baby, you're not really sure how their skin is going to react. And even now, like, I probably should be using a certain type of body wash, but you don't want anything with fragrance in it. In it, because it might irritate their skin. When the baby comes out, you guys do a lot of skin to skin. You're holding the baby or whatever you're doing with the baby. So you want to make sure that any lotions or any body washes that you have are like fragrance free and maybe sensitive skin, so that you don't make baby break out or anything like that. I do wear glasses, so I had to remember to pack my glasses, my contacts, and my contact solution. I'm laughing because all while I was laboring, my mom was in the room with me, and I had my glasses on because, guys, I cannot see. It's really bad. And she kept saying, like, "You're not gonna take your glasses off? You're not gonna take your glasses off?" I'm like, girl, if I take these glasses off, I cannot see. So make sure you bring your contacts if you wear contact lenses, because while you're laboring, if you get a chance, if it doesn't go crazy like I did, you might want to change it to your contacts, just so you don't have to worry about your glasses being a thing, like irritating you while you're laboring, because you still want to see. You want to see when that baby comes out. So make sure you bring your glasses and your contacts, face wash, hair ties, and hair scarves. I had braids, luckily, but you're gonna want everything off of you. You are not gonna want anything to touch you, okay? Not even a little piece of hair. So just make sure you guys bring hair ties, hair scarves, so that you can tie up your hair if you need to. Make sure that your hair supplies is something that you have, okay? Okay. Next, chapstick. Y'all, I don't know what it is with pregnancy, not even pregnancy, laboring and dry lips, but my lips, girl, cracked, crazy, disgusting, okay? Dry, okay? And it's probably because I wasn't drinking enough water, which leads me into the next thing. I put a water bottle. The hospital does bring you, or my hospital brought me big jugs of like cups of water, but you know, sometimes the nurses get busy. They aren't able to always refill. So maybe bring your own water bottle, so that you can have your own backup water too, on top of what they're already gonna bring you. A couple of things that I wish I would have brought: my pregnancy pillow. I honestly wish I would have brought my pregnancy pillow, because there were times in that hospital bed where I was very uncomfortable. So I feel like if I had my pregnancy pillow, I would have been able to position myself in positions that just made me so much more comfortable. So if you have a pregnancy pillow, I would say go ahead and throw that in your bag, or have it next to the door so that you could take that along with you. Birthing ball and a peanut ball. I did have a birthing ball at home. The hospital had all of that. So they had the birthing ball and they also had the peanut ball. So I didn't have to worry about bringing any of those things. And I did use both to labor. So I used both the peanut ball and the birthing ball to labor. So those were really beneficial that they had it. I also wish I would have brought a fire stick. Not saying that while I was laboring I would have watched it, but for the people that were there and for after I had baby girl, you know, I would have wanted to watch a movie or something kind of relaxing and stuff like that. So if you can, maybe bring a fire stick and see if you can hook it up to the hospital TV. So that's something you could bring. Maybe snacks is another thing that I would have brought. Didn't think about that. Snacks. Obviously, you all know, like, I was not able to eat after my water broke, and after I was actually considered to be in labor. I was only able to drink water and eat ice cubes. So I wasn't able to eat then, so the snacks would have been for the people that were in the room with me. But, baby, after she came out, I wish I had some snacks. Because you only get 3 meals. I mean, you get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You don't get no snacks in between. And who wants the hospital graham crackers? I don't. So I would say maybe pack your favorite snack. Give yourself a little reward to look forward to after you've just labored for all these hours and you weren't able to eat. So pack yourself a nice snack. Have some of your favorite foods. Pack yourself a snack. I would have definitely done that if I could go back. Pack myself a snack. Last thing that I wish I would have packed is games or something to keep busy. Like literally for probably like 12 hours, I was just in pain just there. So, man, I don't know if I had games or if I had a book. I mean, I did have my music, or if I had a Fire Stick. I don't know if that would have distracted me or if I just would have been like, screw all of this. I'm in pain. I don't care what you guys are talking about right now. No, I don't want to play. Well, no, I don't want to play no games. I don't know. But maybe have it just in case. Maybe bring your favorite card game or favorite board game. Just have it in your bag just in case you are feeling up to it. I really think it's important to have something to get your mind off of what's going on, because especially if it's a long process and you are in pain, you just need something to distract you. So I probably would go back and maybe pack some games, card games, something like that. Last thing for me, which is something that I did use, is I did get a waist trainer and I did bring it with me to the hospital. Obviously, it didn't work, but that's on me because when I got home, I stopped wearing it. So it's like, Amber, what was the point? But anyway, I would suggest that, you get yourself like a waist trainer. I can put the one that I got right here and also link it down below. But I asked my doctor and she was like, as long as you are not having a C-section, oh my gosh, if you had a C-section, please don't do this. But if you had a vaginal birth, just put it on right right when that doctor gives you the okay, because you do not want things shaking and baking up in there, okay? You want to keep it all together and you want to get your body back. And I made the mistake of not doing that, so look where I am now. Don't be me. Do not be me. So that is all that I brought for myself. And now I'm going to tell you all what I used for baby girl. So for baby girl, let's start with the things I used and then let's go to the things that I didn't use. So first things first, you need to bring some onesies. Bring some simple onesies. I would say bring newborn and also bring 0 to 3 months, okay? Because you don't know how big or how small your baby is gonna be. So bring newborn, bring 2 options, newborn and 0 to 3 months. I would say bring about 3 to 4 onesies of each. I know that sounds like a lot, but I feel like when I was at the hospital, I didn't have enough for her to wear. Like, I remember that being a thing. I did not have enough for her to wear. And I think it's because some of the stuff I brought was too big. So make sure you bring newborn size, like maybe 3 newborn and then like 3 0 to 3 months, just so you can be on the safe side and you can make sure that everything fits. Along with that, make sure you bring sleepers, because the baby has to sleep at night and they need something to sleep in. So I would say make sure you bring sleepers. Maybe bring 3, depending on how long you're staying. So 3 sleepers. Your going home outfit. She had the cutest going home outfit, but you guys, it was too big. It was too big. It said, "Hi, I'm new here." And I had little pants to go to it. It was too big. So she just had to wear a regular onesie. So I would say make sure you are getting the right size. But I thought it was newborn, but it wasn't. Make sure you get the right size and get them a little cute going home outfit. So they need a going home outfit. So onesies, sleepers, their going home outfit. Next on the list is going to be socks. Their little feet get so cold. So you guys need to make sure you have socks for them. So I would say maybe 3 to 4 pairs of socks in the bag, just to make sure that you do have enough. Because I'm telling you all, you think you have enough for a baby and you don't. Weird things happen. Foot gets into the poop, sock has to come off. I don't know. Sock gets lost. Things happen with a baby, so just make sure you have enough and you're prepared. Also, I brought her some hats. Now the hospital does provide a hat for them when they are born, but I ain't like it. So I brought her some more hats. I brought 3 hats. Their head does get very cold in the hospital. They get really cold, so it's good to have a hat on their head at all times, just so they don't get cold and they can regulate. It can regulate their body heat. Pacifiers. So let me tell y'all the deal with the hospital pacifier. I do not like those things. They are like too big. Like she was good at latching on. Like she would suck it, but it was so huge that it would like pop out of her mouth. So I would say I'm gonna link. This is also gonna be in another video that I plan to do, but I'll tell you guys about it now. I'm gonna show you all right here the pacifiers that I used for her that seem to stay in her mouth better than the hospital ones. So if I were you, I would buy these pacifiers, see how they work out. If your baby is able to do the hospital ones, kudos to them. But my baby wasn't. She would not take it. She would just spit it out. It was very hard for her to suck on that hospital pacifier. But they do provide pacifiers for you. So if that's something that you want, bring that. But I would suggest bringing the ones that I've shown over here. And all right. Another thing that I did bring was AQUAPHOR. I did not use it. I should have, but I was just really scared to put anything on her skin or her face right after she just came out because she was peeling. You know, babies have been in the womb. They've been in water. So their skin when they come out is very dry, and she was peeling. And in my head, I'm kind of like, let me just like let the body do what it's gonna do. And I know that this is just natural. So she just peeled. After a while, it got better. When she did get home, like a week in, a couple of weeks out, I started putting AQUAPHOR on her. But when she first got here, that first and second day, I did not put AQUAPHOR on her, but I did bring it with me. Totally up to you. Use your discretion. Another thing that I did buy, I'm going to cover her name, was a sign for me to take pictures of her. So the hospital does come around and they do offer to take pictures. Baby, those pictures was $500. And I just couldn't do it. So what I did was I dressed her up, put her in the little bassinet, and I took my own pictures of her with her little name tag. And then later on, when she got a little bit older, we went to go take, you know, more pictures. But yeah, so I did buy a little name tag for her pictures. I got it off of Amazon, so I'll make sure I link the person below. Another thing that I brought for her were blankets. Blankets. Baby need blankets. I brought a blanket for her from when she was going home. And then I brought these type of like swaddle blankets, which I found out these were kind of big to swaddle her in. But I did have some kind of like smaller square ones that were easy to kind of swaddle her in because they are so little and they just want to be, remember when they're in your tummy, they're like this, they're scrunched up. So that's how they want to be when they first come out. So I would like swaddle her in those. Now the hospital has blankets galore, but you can bring your own if you're like a little weird about using the hospital blankets. Whatever, I get it. But I would say I can link it right here or show a picture kind of the blankets that I used that were the perfect size for me to swaddle her in and that I love. So I would say bring blankets, maybe like 2 or 3 blankets so that you could keep baby nice and warm and cozy. And then make sure you bring a blanket for when you are taking them to the car. While we're talking about car seats, make sure you have a car seat. I know that sounds crazy, like why wouldn't I have a car seat? The hospital will not let you leave the hospital without a car seat. And you need to bring, like you're not able to like, oh, I'm gonna hold the baby and go downstairs and then put the baby, no. They want you, when they check you out and say you could go on your merry little way, you need to bring the car seat up to the room so they can show you how to strap the baby into the car seat, and then they follow you downstairs to your car to put the car seat in. So this is not like, oh, go ahead, I'm holding the baby, I'm going to the car. No, They're going to make sure that everything is correct, make sure that baby is locked in correctly, make sure you know how to lock in baby correctly, and then take you on downstairs to get into your car. So make sure you have a car seat. Please make sure you have a car seat. And I think that's all. A camera, like I said, to take pictures. Your phone is perfectly fine, because $500 where? Not here. Another thing that I was told not to bring, so we're getting into things that I didn't use or that I, didn't bring. I was told not to bring a pump, a breast pump. Don't know exactly why. I went to kind of like a class, a parenting class before I had her. And at my particular hospital, they told me not to bring my pump. So I would ask, I think she said it's because they have to make sure that all the parts are correct for the pump. So they'd rather you just use what they have at the hospital. But if you are planning to breastfeed and you do want to bring your pump, I would say maybe contact your hospital that you're going to be birthing at and see, what their rules are about your birthing pump. I'm not birthing pump, breast pump. Another thing that I brought that I didn't use, I brought diapers. Didn't use those. They gave me diapers galore. So it doesn't make sense to bring diapers from home when the hospital is going to give you some. That's just wasting diapers that you can use later. And they gave me diapers to take home too. So I did not use diapers. Brought wipes, but did not use them. So you don't need to bring wipes unless you have a specific brand of wipes that you're using for your baby. I think that my hospital used Pampers, if I'm not mistaken. So if you have a certain brand that you want to use, then maybe bring them. Other than that, they provided me with wipes and then bottles and food. So I was planning to breastfeed and put her on formula. Breastfeeding did not work for me, so she did have to be on formula from the day that she was born. So she is drinking Similac. And the entire time while I was at the hospital, they provided every single bottle of Similac while I was there. So that was amazing. I did not have to worry about food. While I was at the hospital, she was fed, and that was great. So they did provide food, so you don't need to bring food. You don't need to bring bottles unless, like I said, if you have a certain type that you are trying to use, or a certain bottle that you want to use, then maybe pack that so that you have it. Other than that, don't need to pack that. And I think, you guys, that is it. I know that was a lot. But I hope it helped somebody. I know when you are going into labor and when you are pregnant and you're in that 3rd trimester, things happen so fast. I understand it happens so fast, but take a breath. I'm going to tell you, make sure you have that bag packed and at the door well before your due date, because I packed the night before I was going into labor because I started feeling contractions. So I had to hurry up and throw all this stuff in a bag. Thankfully, I had my list on my phone, so I was able to do it quickly. But just take a breather, get yourself organized. It's a scary experience to say the least, but it's the best experience I've ever had in my whole entire life. Wouldn't change the experience for the world. Love my baby girl. So I really hope this video helped you. I really hope it got you organized. I will see you all in the next video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next mommy video. Bye.